Hi there, my name is Aisha Javans, and the truth of the matter is I've been putting off making this video for a really long time. And it's not that I don't want to do it, or I didn't want to do it, it's because, I wanted it to be just right, and I wanted to be able to, to have the perfect thing to say. But the truth is, that's not really how life is. So here I am doing my first video spontaneously. And actually, the thing that motivated me that I want to share with you is that, do you ever just randomly see a book on your bookshelf and be like, I'm going to just open it to a page and see what it says? That's what I just did. And it's a book called, I believe it's called Light is the New Black. And I will figure out who the author is and write it below. But when I opened it, it talked about, figuring out what your gift is, and then the purpose of life is to give it away. And then I opened it again to another page, and it basically was talking about never giving up on your purpose. And even if you don't know how to show up, just do it. Just show up even if you don't have a plan. Show up if you, this is Katana, show up if you, haven't figured out how you want to talk about it. Like for me, for instance. But the truth is, it's been so long that I have been wanting to create a platform and a space, actually a very sacred space, where we could talk about things that are important to all of us. It can be really scary to look at oneself and to, take that step. But all I can say to you from experience is that taking that first step towards healing yourself and going really deep in and looking at all these layers that make up who we are. And sometimes they're layers that have come from over time and we don't even realize they're there. That's okay. Those are the things that are the most important to look at, because they're subconsciously, which affects everything in our life. But if you're ready to take that step into looking at that parts, or parts of yourself, then I'm here for you. My purpose here, I truly know and truly believe, is to help others, to listen, to be able to create an environment to help you and guide you and hold your hand as you go down, maybe some deep, dark corridors. Did I say that right? Corridors? I might make up some words, by the way. I'm really good at that. Corridors. Yeah, still don't think it's right. I'm gonna let that one go. Anyways, you're gonna go some dark places. But the point is that it's really not as scary and painful as we have created. Our relationship with fear is, either can be empowering or it can be debilitating. And I know maybe it might be hard to see how fear can actually be empowering, but that's actually something that I can help you and show you how to change your relationship with fear. We're all human, and no matter where we are in our life, whether we actually have done the work and healed, fears can still come up and triggers can still, inspire certain feelings in us. But how you relate to it and how you handle it is everything. And I want to help you with that as well, because a lot of times why we don't end up doing the work that helps us, that we know we need to do, is based on these fears and all these ideas that we've created in our minds. And I know this because I have to really work so hard at not overthinking, and I have done it. That's how I know it. But it's truly possible to go deep, deep, deep within, to heal yourself, to empower yourself, to truly unveil a mask or a way that we think we need to be, to unbecome what society, our communities, our parents, experiences in life have made us. And we know that's not really who we are. And because of that, we keep making decisions that keep us in vicious cycles. And also, when you're truly happy. You know You can say whatever you want. I'm guilty of it. I've been guilty of it. You can say whatever you want to try to make it okay and justify why you're still in a situation, or why you keep making the same decisions, or why you haven't taken the step to truly deeply love yourself. I know how that is. I've been there, believe me. And it's okay. That's even a part of yourself that you're going to come to love. Because here you are. And now is the time. It really is your time. And I want to be here to help you do it, to do that. To really dig deep, to love yourself, to change your life, to create your reality. It is absolutely 100% possible because we are limitless. How you speak to yourself every day is so important. I tell myself every day that I'm limitless. I am creating um, my own self-talk, changing the self-talk that was taught to me or that I took on to be able to survive certain situations, certain trauma, and certain emotions. But that's not who we really are. And survival, I mean, I'm so thankful that I was able to be able to um, carry myself through certain situations. However, that's not living, and there is a time that you don't need to be in survival mode anymore. And maybe it's uncomfortable to not be in survival mode because you're so good at it. Um, I definitely was very good at it, but that's not living, and it's not your true self either, and it's definitely not happiness. So, my gift is to be able to listen and guide and heal. I call it soul coaching. I'm sure other people have called it that. I'm sure it's something that other people do. But for me, it's about inspiring your most greatest self and to really be able to look at yourself and be proud no matter what has happened to you in your life, to truly look at yourself and be proud of who you are in every moment, to build on who you are every day. Even when you're in the healing mode, you can continue to empower yourself. A lot of it is just your perspective and willingness. So I've talked enough. How am I at 7 minutes? Almost 8 minutes. Sounds like a great place to stop. But what I'm going to do in this space is I want to create a space which is really sacred, meaning you can come here and if you are ready, that's another thing. Please definitely listen, comment, share. But if you really want to work with me and have sessions with me, I only ask that you're ready. Um, and you know when you are. And if you want to see how you feel about, we can always do, just a 30-minute session or even just talk. And you'll know if you are ready to take those steps. And even just little steps every day are so important. So to that point, the space will be for conversations around healing, um, questions that you want me to speak about, talk about, or to bring up, so we can have more of a community discussion. Um, Also available will be sessions with me, and there's more to come on that, more details to come on that. But that is something that I hope to do, is to work with so many of you and help you, guide you, and hold your hand, and just remind you that you're not alone, and you're not, and also that you are fully capable of doing this and deserving of doing this. Also, another point that I would like to do in this space is, even if you're not ready, but you just want to start nurturing your soul, you want to start feeling it out. Change is difficult and it's hard, but it's so rewarding. So if you want to do little changes at a time, let's do that, because that's how it starts. That's how I started as well. And it's still a daily practice for me. So let's daily practice together. Some of the daily practices that we can do and share with each other, but that we can do, I will be sharing things that have worked for me, and how to implement them. But I'm ready to hear other people's suggestions and ideas and what has helped them, and or maybe having questions about, you know, how to take that first step forward, even if they're little steps. So the next step will be I will create a Facebook group and invite a lot of you. If you want to invite your friends, please do that. And let's begin talking about things that maybe are taboo or that feel uncomfortable or feel vulnerable or that you feel very exposed. Those are the best things to address and talk about, because that's real and that's who you are. And the more that you do it, the more you get your voice, the more you get in tune with who you are inside, like deep down inside. The face that sometimes maybe you don't show the world, that's who you are. And that is the face that the world needs to see. And it's okay if you don't feel comfortable. You will eventually. I'm really happy to be here. I could probably talk all night. Basically, my parents said, the minute I learned to talk, I never stopped. So this is perfect for me. And also, I will listen. I'm ready to hold your hand and listen to you and create a plan that is fluid, but also structured just for you, because everybody's different. And so we'll find a way to help you make those steps that are going to change your life. So, I'm so glad I just did this video. I don't know why I put it off for so long. I love you, and I can't wait to start meeting so many of you and having interesting, deep, vulnerable, real, and raw conversations. All right, talk to you soon.